From the Wallace Civic Center in Fitchburg, FATV presents coverage of Hockey Night in Fitchburg. And tonight, Hockey Night is a Monday night of ice hockey as the Fitchburg Monty Red Raiders look to continue their winning ways as they take on the Patriots of North Middlesex. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Bolak. Happy to have you along with us here today for what should be another exciting contest. The Fitchburg Monty Red Raiders enter tonight with a record of 5 wins, no losses, and 1 draw, coming off a strong 4-0 win over their arch-rivals in Leominster on Saturday. Colin Hines had the first 2 goals for the Red Raiders, both off one-time feeds from Max Bolak. He had 2 assists on the night. Cooper Hall and Ryan Johnson added insurance markers late as Leominster was hanging with the Red Raiders for quite a while, but they just could not hold on as the Red Raiders struck 3 times in the final 10 minutes to turn what was a 1-0 game into a slightly more lopsided 4-0 final. As for the North Middlesex Patriots, they've been struggling to get games in regards to all the COVID things that have been going on. They just got their first game in last Monday as they took on Littleton Bromfield. They lost that game by a score of 3-1. Connor Lavery had the lone goal for the Patriots off an assist from Connor Ludford, and Brant Goodfriend made 21 saves in goal, but they just couldn't get past the Tigers, who got their first and to date only win of the season against that Patriots team. And now the Patriots will be looking to change things up with a different netminder. They're going to the sophomore Aaron Scarelli in goal, who ended up being the starter down the stretch last season. And the Red Raiders, they're going to be changing things up a little bit as well. We will get to that in a couple of moments, but to talk a little more about the goalies, Aaron Scarelli, he took over the starting job down the stretch last season as the Patriots were trying to get into the playoffs. They needed a darn near perfect run down the stretch to get in. They very nearly did it, but could not come away with 2 victories in the final 24 hours of the season, as they lost their last game 2-1 to East Longmeadow and finished just that 1 win out of the playoffs. But now we're going to send it down to public address announcer Jim LaPointe with the starting lineups.
Good evening. Welcome to the Wallace Civic Center for tonight's Central Mass High School hockey game between the North Middlesex Patriots and the Fitchburg Monty Red Raiders. Here are the starting lineups. First, for the Patriots, left defense number 21, Seamus McFaig. Right defense, number 3, Sean Morrissey. Right wing, number 2, TJ Murphy. Left wing, number 5, Connor Lavery. At center, number 6, Ryan Lavery. And in goal, number 29, Aaron Scarelli. The head coach for the Pats is Steve Trundle. Now for the Raiders, at right wing, number 26, Jacob Puno. Center, number 8, Cooper Hall. Left wing, number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Defense, number 25, Zach Robillard. Defense, number 15, Robert Brogan. And in goal, number 1, Devin McGivern. The head coach for the Raiders is Steve Lowney. At this time, let us honor our nation and the flag with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
just about ready to get underway here from Fitchburg. Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders and the North Middlesex Patriots meeting for the only time this season. Daniel Bolak here with you. And now getting to the Fitchburg Monty Tech goaltender. It's been Spencer McCrillis all the way this season. He's played in all 6 games. He's played every second of every game for the Red Raiders. He is unavailable tonight. And so they have to turn to their backup, junior goaltender Devin McGivern, who will be making his varsity debut in goal, number 1 for the Red Raiders. We saw him once last year as an emergency backup. But other than that, he has not gotten into any varsity games for the Red Raiders. So this is going to be a very different look for the Red Raiders to see how they're going to play tonight. Try to support McGivern in goal as the puck is down, and we are underway from Fitchburg. The Red Raiders in the home white uniforms, back in those jerseys again, as that one goes into the netting and out of play. Those home white uniforms with crimson numbering and trim, they will go from left to right in this contest, while the Patriots will be in the road dark blue uniforms with red numbers and trim. They will go right to left in this contest. Ryan Lavery take the draw for the Patriots. Won it for a moment as it comes to the right wing corner for Robillard. Moved around the boards, a shot taken out in front. Makes its way to McGivern. He makes the stop. Big hit laid out there by the Patriots. Is skating it up the near side is Cooper Hall. He takes a shot. Whistles wide of Scarelli. And the puck ricochets all the way back down, where the Red Raiders will have to pick it up. Throwing it around the boards to the near side and down the length of the ice. They'll make it to the goal line, but Connor Ludford right in pursuit. Too close for the icing. Thrown right back down by North Middlesex. These dump and chase tactics not working in the early going. That time we will get an icing with less than a minute gone here in the first half. 2 22.5-minute halves in pod number 2 this season, as opposed to the 3 15-minute periods that we would traditionally see. Draw to the right of Scarelli, won by North Middlesex. Flip down the far side. Red Raiders will have to go and chase, but a lot of speed there for North Middlesex. They get a shot off on the backhand, and that's turned aside by McGivern. Puck makes its way back into the North Middlesex end. They'll battle for it on the near side boards. Jimmy O'Keefe looking to pick that up for North Middlesex on the far side now. It's dug out there, picked at the left point by the Red Raiders. Shot goes just wide of the goal there from the left side defenseman in Nick McKenzie. Peter Stevens from his own blue line after it ricocheted out of the zone. Tries to dump it back in. North Middlesex spits it right back into the Red Raider end. McKenzie settles behind his own net. The far side, that puck stuck up high in the air, doesn't hit the ceiling. Comes back down onto the surface. Stevens will dump it back in again, but that time it will be icing. We'll have a stop to play. 20:41 to go in the first half. What's really interesting is what we have here is the team that's played the most games thus far in this truncated season, the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders, with 6, playing the team with the least number of games in North Middlesex with just 1. So there's a shot fought off there by McGivern off the stick of Patrick Stevens, one of 4 seniors on this North Middlesex roster. The Patriots already with the first 3 shots of the contest. Ryan Johnson tries to hit the stretch pass out of the reach of Tyler Broussard. Try to run that down. Patriots will take it to the near side and push it up ice. Coming across the blue line. There's a shot that goes just a bit high and wide there. Testing McGivern there. The Patriots already, as we mentioned, with 3 shots on goal in the first 2.5 minutes, while the Red Raiders have yet to get a shot on Aaron Scarelli, and icing called against the Red and Gray. These two teams did play once last year, a game that was on FATV. North Middlesex came away with a 4-1 win in that one. Red Raiders had the opening goal from Ryan Johnson, but then 4 in a row for the Patriots, and they just wore down the Red Raiders in that contest. Jimmy O'Keefe had the equalizing goal. TJ Murphy had back-to-back goals for North Middlesex. Helped put things away for the Patriots in that one. We also saw Brant Goodfriend in goal there, and my broadcast partner John Cougarty had lots of fun with that. Probably find that game on YouTube if you want to go looking for it. It's at the left point, Connor Ludford trying to keep it in, get it across. The pressure will bring it out of the zone, where Ryan Lavery will pick it up for North Middlesex in the center circle, running into Sam Jaramillo. And Patriots dump it around the boards. Poke to the far side corner. Jaramillo. Now taken by Cooper Hall up the far side. Ball thrown off the boards. Gained the red line. Dumped it in. Red Raiders will change behind the play. 18:50 to go in the first half. No score. Shots 3 apiece. That puck intercepted. Here's a chance for the Red Raiders. First shot on, saved by Scarelli. Rebound is covered by Scarelli as well. Trying to force that turnover there and get a great opportunity. Raiders able to do just that. But Aaron Scarelli up to the challenge there. Scarelli's played in a couple of junior varsity games this year for North Middlesex. I think the junior varsity team's actually played more than the varsity team has, the way that everything's gone on thus far. So it's not to say this is his first action all year. So that's thrown to the paint. Now tic-tac-toe passing, and the one-timer at the end couldn't get it past Scarelli, but another rebound, and the Red Raiders cash in. All of those chances, eventually, the puck had to find its way past it down and out Scarelli. 18:27 to go in the first half. The Raiders have the first strike. We'll listen for the official scoring on that one. It was just a whole mess out in front. But 1-0 to the Red Raiders on that goal. Icing will be called there.
Raider goals by number 12, Max Bolak. Assisted by number 20, Colin Hines. Number 23, Riley LeBlanc.
Hines and LeBlanc.
Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 3 seconds in the first half. That was Bolak, assisted by Hines and LeBlanc at 4:03.
Hines and LeBlanc picking up assists on Max Bolak's 7th goal of the season. For Hines, that will be... See, just trying to count it up quickly enough. That'll be his 2nd assist of the season, and for LeBlanc, his 7th. So 1-0 to the Red and Gray. Less than 5 minutes into this contest. Robert Brogan trying to backhand it around the boards, picked by North Middlesex. The Red Raiders able to just push it out of the zone down the middle of the ice. Will be retrieved by Tyler Dunbar. Patrick Stevens will send it into the zone. Zach Robillard picked that up from behind his own net. Around for Broussard. In a battle with Stevens there on the far side. Brogan again. Backhands it off the boards for Robillard. Wasn't expecting the pass at first, but able to double back and get on that. Ryan Johnson trying to carry it up the near side boards, but closed off by a Patriot. Flipped in by North Middlesex. Robillard the first to arrive. Getting pressured from behind there. Puck will move its way now to the near side boards. Cooper just able to get it out of the zone. Into the neutral zone it goes. Brought back in by Connor Ludford. He had the assist on the lone goal last week against Littleton Bromfield. Puck thrown back in by the Patriots, but again settled by the Red Raiders and dumped back down the length of the ice towards goal. It's on target. Scarelli's got to knock that one down and move it along. To the near side, Sean Morrissey, captain of this Patriots side, pushing it up ice. There's McKenzie. Can't protect the puck as it's centered out in front. Nobody there in the slot, but it comes to the point. Shot knocked away by McGivern. Now another backhand. That one thrown wide of the cage into the right wing corner. Jaramillo trying to protect for the Red Raiders. Now pushed up ice. Jacob Pruno. We'll have to tag back up before Jaramillo can try to gain the zone. But several Red Raiders, several Patriots there to block his progress. 15:37 to go in the first half. 1-0 to the Red Raiders on Max Molak's 7th of the season. Timing was a bit off there. That one thrown towards goal and gloved by Scarelli. 15:29 to go in the first half of this one. Of the 46 goals last year tracked by the Telegram and Gazette by North Middlesex, just 20 of them by players returning this year. A couple big losses for them being William Morrissey and Caleb Abaddon, who had 7 and 11 goals respectively. Icing against the Patriots there. Their big leader and goal scorer in coming back this year, Jimmy O'Keefe, just a sophomore, 7 goals last year. Also Connor Lavery and Ryan Lavery, 2 to watch, 5 goals for Connor, 3 for Ryan, and TJ Murphy had 4 last year, twice against this Red Raider team last year. That one thrown back down the length of the ice, but it's on target this time. McGivern not quite sure what to do with it, but he'll take no chances and just cover for a draw. 15:08 to go in the first half. 1-0 Fitchburg Monty Tech in front. O'Keefe will win the draw for North Middlesex. Can't do a whole lot with it, as Riley LeBlanc able to backhand it out of the zone. Now LeBlanc trying to skate it up the center of the ice. Passes out to the left side for Colin Hines. Hines in the left wing corner. Pressured there by several players. That's pretty close to a scrum there, isn't it? Everyone keeping just far enough that the official's not going to blow the play dead there. It's one of those COVID changes. You can't have, not supposed to have more than 2 players in a scrum. Looked like we had about 5 though. I guess just close enough, just enough distance that they won't blow the play dead there. They will blow it dead there though on the puck going into the netting. Draw will be to the right of Aaron Scarelli with 14:36 to go in the first half. Draw won by the Patriots. Skated out of the zone from the far side, now in front of the Red Raider bench. Dumped in. McGovern thought about playing it for a moment. They'll go to protect the net. As it comes out to the right side, Seamus McFaig out to the left side, where Peter Stevens able to dispossess, throw it out of the zone to the red line, dumped back in by the Patriots. Fouling forward on the far side. North Middlesex dumps it back in. The Raiders boom it around the boards. Morrissey will go and retrieve back into his own blue line. Try to make the pass up ice. Not much going there. This comes around into the Patriots' end. The Red Raiders just want to settle it, get a shot off. First chance blocked there. It goes off the stick of Broussard. Now McKenzie will go and retrieve. Back on his own blue line. Goes point to point, and we have a whistle here. That digital signal, that digital whistle is not working terribly well there. Incredibly high pitched, and it looks like the players are having trouble responding to it as well. But we have a stoppage play with 13:26 to go in the first half. Not sure what the stoppage was for. Guess it was for a penalty is what it was. As Lucas Wiebe goes to the box. The face-off will come from outside the zone into the Red Raider end to the left of Devin McGivern. Wait for public address announcer Jim LaPointe to announce that one, see what it is.
Raider penalty, bench minor for too many players on the ice. Time-out penalty, 9 minutes, 4 seconds in the first half. Bench minor on the Raiders for too many players on the ice at 9:04.
Too many on the ice.
Penalty being served by the Lucas.
And the first power play of the game goes to North Middlesex on that. That's loose out in front. Scrambling away at it somehow. McGivern able to get on top and cover. He's got it in his glove. Safely out of the net. 31 seconds killed there. So, again, first power play of the night to North Middlesex. The Red Raiders on the penalty kill this year, 9 for 10. That's 90%. And the one goal they gave up, they were down 2 men as well. 6-on-4 it was. Wilton Bromfield trying out their extra attacker formations late in that game that ended 6-2 in favor of the Red Raiders. TJ Murphy with that pass up on the far side for O'Keefe. O'Keefe gains the blue line, trying to take it right towards goal, ends up going behind, looking for a one-timer, hops over a stick as it goes point to point. The shot flutters to the left side of the paint, but ends up whistling just wide. Robillard just able to put enough oomph to get it out of the zone. 40 seconds to go on the power play for North Middlesex. Holding there in the slot, Connor Lavery not quite able to get a shot there, as O'Keefe will pick it up in the right wing corner. He'll get it back now on the right side. Now to the point, Dunbar with the shot. Didn't get great wood on it. He goes wide to the left. Not a whole lot of pace into the left wing corner. Patriots have trouble settling it down, and here's LeBlanc coming into the zone to the slot. Pushes it in the direction of goal, and Scarelli on top of that. And we'll have a draw with 11 seconds to go on the power play. You can see that sort of extra whack coming in after the official tried to blow the digital whistle. I'm honestly not sure how audible it sounds to the players on the ice. The other whistle's working pretty well. Draw one by the Patriots. Just about halfway through this first half. There's a shot through the legs of Stevens, taken by Teague Archambault. Is gloved by McGivern. Even up the shot total at 5 apiece with 11:24 to go in the first half. 11 seconds short of halfway in the frame. Stevens with a touch on the far side. Blasted in the direction of goal, but well wide. Ricochets off the boards. Spit out of the zone by the Red Raiders. Back to Tyler Dunbar in his own end on defense for North Middlesex. Pass up on the left side, turned in the direction of goal, but behind the net it goes. Noah McCusker battling there for North Middlesex. A shot blocked out in front. Red Raiders trying to regain the zone, but North Middlesex playing stout defensively, getting their players back there quickly, not giving the Red Raiders much of a chance to set up. Puck left there. Centering feed goes nowhere. Blocked out in front. It's a shot by Stevens. That's blocked as well and sent back down into the Red Raider end, right towards McGivern. He sees nobody coming there for North Middlesex. They're back making a change, so he'll play it along. 10:20 to go in the first half. 1-0 Red Raiders in front. So that one turned towards goal, stopped by McGivern. On the rebound, they score! That rebound popped deep into the slot there, and Jimmy O'Keefe able to fire it past to tie the game at 1. Those dangerous rebounds can sure bite you there, and McGivern had trouble handling that previous shot as it popped out so far.
Patriots goal line number 11, Jimmy O'Keefe. Assisted by number 28, Matt Lynch. And number 37, Robin Archibald. Time that goal, 12 minutes, 19 seconds for the first half.
So be O'Keefe.
That was O'Keefe, assisted by Lynch and Archibald at 12:19.
And so for everybody involved there, that's their first point of the season. O'Keefe's first goal, Lynch and Archibald's first assists. Lynch didn't have any points last season, so we'll be happy to have that one. Archibald had just a goal and assist to his credit. And O'Keefe, as we mentioned before, 7 goals last year, including one against Fitchburg Monty Tech And in that meeting last year, that was the opening goal for North Middlesex, so he's gone and done that again this year. How about that? North Middlesex out shooting the Red Raiders 8-5, under 10 to go in the first half. And the score now knotted at 1. Pruno puts that through a lot of bodies. Ends up going wide to the left as Robillard tries to backhand it down the boards. It will be taken by North Middlesex instead. As there's Ryan Lavery. Tries to get the pass for TJ Murphy. That's cut down in front. Another shot. I think that rang off the iron there. It's another one from the right point. Ends up going well wide into the left wing corner. Puck taken by North Middlesex to the far side. Settled by Dunbar, holding at the right point. Patriots holding, shooting. That one stopped, rebound, goes high over the net. Another good chance there for the Patriots. Looking to take what would be their first lead of the season. Centering pass looking for Murphy. He had the two that followed Keith's goal in last year's contest. Would be fitting it away if he got the second one for North Middlesex, if they're to get such a goal. There's Robert Brogan back in his own end, throws it off the boards. Coming down the length of the ice, on target. It'll be sticked along by Scarelli. Would have happily let that go for icing if he could, but it was on target, so he has to play it along. And a shot there from the left side by Patrick Stevens, gloved by Devin McGivern. McGivern making his varsity debut. Spencer McCrillis unavailable tonight. First time all season that we've seen a different keeper in goal. McGivern has got that custom paint job, the stars and stripes. Oops. Very patriotic helmet. Remember seeing that last year when he served as that emergency reserve against Leominster. North Middlesex tries to center through the slot. Nobody quite there, but Sean Morrissey will try a shot. Whistles well wide to the right. Sticked along by McCusker. Behind the net it goes. Well, the Raider captains tangling with a Patriot. Quick passes up ice. And Max Bolak's pass there ends up banking off the boards and on goal. Turned into a shot. And Scarelli right on top of that. In that game last year that McGivern played as the emergency reserve, he had to wear number 30 in the opposite color to what the Red Raiders were wearing because they didn't have another goalkeeper jersey available but that one. So it made for an unusual circumstance where the Raiders had two goaltenders both wearing the same number. Of course, Fitchburg and Leominster would not have led to any confusion if McGivern had to come into the game that night. This is Matt Lynch on the right side. Sent in the boards by McKenzie. Puck on the right side, loose out there. McGivern holding the post well enough. It's North Middlesex unable to put it in. McGivern able to make at least a save on that one. So the shots now go to 9-6 in favor of North Middlesex. Can't get it out of the zone. Cooper Hall. Ryan Johnson on the far side trying to do something there for the Red Raiders. Down front, Jaramillo tries to go for the one-time feed for Hall. That's Scarelli scrambling. The pass ends up hitting the skates of Hall, not the stick. And North Middlesex will just throw it down for icing. North Middlesex, normally a Division III team in MIAA hockey. They're one of three in this pod, along with Leominster and Grand Dunstable, and the Red Raiders basically playing them all in a row. This is the second of three against Division III foes. They've already vanquished one in Leominster. They've got Grand Dunstable coming on Saturday. As there's a shot that goes wide, but there's a whistle. See what have we here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. whatever we have a draw to the right of Devin McGivern. 9 saves on his varsity debut. Max Bolak taking the draw for the Red Raiders. The puck eventually makes its way out of the zone. He was battling up there against Ryan Lavery. Stretch past the far side. Wants to feed LeBlanc. He'll chase it down. As Connor Ludford gets there first for the Patriots. Moved out to the near side. The battle for in the neutral zone. It's Max Bolak with the far pass. Colin Hines goes sliding in the boards as he lost his footing. Riley LeBlanc trying to get to goal, but several Patriots in the way. Won't let him get there that easily. They send it down into the Red Raider end. 5:10 to go in the first half, tied at 1. Bolak for the Red Raiders and O'Keefe for the Patriots. Shot saved by Scarelli off the stick of LeBlanc from the right circle. As it comes to the near side boards. Raiders will pick it up, regroup. That pass goes through the legs of Bolak to the near side. For North Middlesex. We'll send it back in. The Raiders try to play it up the boards. Stuck down there by North Middlesex, around to the near side. Trying to protect their Teague Archambault. Patrick Stevens thinking about joining the fray, but ultimately the Raiders able to get it out of the zone off the backhand from Wiebe. Pushed back in by North Middlesex. They've been out shooting the Red Raiders for most of this contest. Currently by the margin of 10-7 with 4 to go in the first half. The score tied at 1, and we have a whistle here, a penalty coming. Interference, the call against the Red Raiders. It's going to be power play number 2 for North Middlesex. Tyler Broussard called for that one. The sophomore will sit for 2 minutes in the box as he takes his first penalty of the campaign. And a prime opportunity for the Patriots. Been dictating the possession for the last few minutes as they get their second power play of the game. Brogan on the far side. To push it along, but North Middlesex taking it there in the right wing corner. O'Keefe. Out to that left corner. Back for O'Keefe, but past him.
Penalty number 2, Tyler Broussard. 2-minute minor for interference. Time of the penalty, 18:32 in the first half. Broussard, 2 minutes for interference at 18:32.
Raiders able to clear it past Murphy. That ends up making its way on goal, and Scarelli has to settle that one down, play it along. North Middlesex looking to regroup here. They get a shot off, wide to the left it goes. Shot from Morrissey blocked in front, off a Raider stick. And expelled from the zone. Scarelli will leave it, hit that stretch pass. And dumped in further on. Zach Robillard there. A couple Patriots trying to pressure on the far side boards. Raiders having none of that. And that's cleared out of the zone. Scarelli seems pretty comfortable playing it along there with the stick, and we have a whistle. I think North Middlesex just got dinged for too many men. Player may have touched it up while they were making those line changes during a period where they momentarily had too many players on the ice, and that's going to finish off the power play. So both teams caught out on that in this contest with 2:34 to go in the first half. So we'll go 4-on-4 for the next 36 seconds, and then the Raiders will have an abbreviated power play. I'll take a couple seconds off.
Raider penalty, check that. Patriot penalty, a bench minor for too many players on the ice. Time of that penalty, 19:56 of the first half. That was bench minor on the Patriots. Too many players on the ice at 19:56.
I was really hoping Jim would tell me who was serving that penalty for North Middlesex, because number 8's not on my roster. But nonetheless, 4-on-4 for a handful more seconds. And then the Red Raiders will be on the power play. But for now, play 4 aside, as it's caught up in the neutral zone, pushed back into the Red Raider end. Brogan trying to move it around the boards, pass nearly intercepted. But now taken by Max Bolak. He'll skate it up the center of the ice. Bolak going to the far side to protect. Bolak going right towards goal. It's on Scarelli. He'll make the stop with 1:48 to go in the first half. Now the Raiders on the power play for 1 minute and 15 seconds. This will be the Raiders' first power play of the game. 5 for 21 this season on the man advantage. This shows how much more disciplined the Raiders have been compared to their opponents. This is their 22nd power play, but they've only gone on the kill 12 times. Here's Cooper Hall up the right side. A bit of space, but will now move it around to the left wing corner. Now back for Hall. On the right side and moved around again. To the left side it goes. Red Raiders try to take a lead into intermission with a goal. That pass for Bolak is broken up by Ryan Lavery and cleared.
1 minute, last minute of play in the first half.
Now under 60 seconds to go in the first half of play. Game tied at 1. Bolak for the Red Raiders, O'Keefe for the Patriots. 10 to go on the power play. Centering pass into the slot, broken up. Ryan Lavery getting in the way again and cleared down. That'll kill the rest of the penalty. It's number 8 out of the box for North Middlesex. Back to full strength we go. Under 30 to go in the frame. Shots now 10 apiece, as the score tied at 1 apiece. Pass to the left side point. And that one gloved by Aaron Scarelli. The shot there from Max Bolak. The Red Raiders retake the lead in the shots on goal department, now 11 to 10. 10.4 to go in the frame. North Middlesex wins the draw. Might just be content to pin it against the boards and try to run out the rest of the clock. They'll more or less do just that. Buzzer sounds, and 22 and a half minutes in the books at the Wallace Civic Center, where the score is Fitchburg Monty Tech 1 and North Middlesex 1.
Shots on goal the first half. Raiders 11 and Patriots at 10.
So just one more breakdown of the scoring. Over 4 minutes into the contest, Max Bolak puts it past Aaron Scarelli with assists from Colin Hines and Riley LeBlanc, both jamming at a loose puck in the slot. Just a few chances they were able to put it home eventually, get that opening goal. Then Rowan Archibald and Matthew Lynch getting assists on Jimmy O'Keefe's goal with 10-11 to go in the first period. After a rebound kicked out to the top of the slot, O'Keefe blasted it home to tie it at 1, and that's where we stand Red Raiders 2 penalties for 4 minutes. North Middlesex 1 penalty for 2 minutes. Interestingly enough, both teams called for too many men in this contest. North Middlesex haven't played in a week, but they're not showing much in terms of signs of rust. They've been dominating the possession in the first half of play. Interesting to see what Steve Trundle's team can do as this game goes on. We'll take a break from the Wallace Civic Center. It's Fitchburg Monty Tech 1, North Middlesex 1. You're watching Hockey Night in Fitchburg on a Monday night on FATV. Back at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, getting ready for the second half of play between the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders and the North Middlesex Patriots. 1-1 the score through 22 and a half minutes of play. Daniel Bolak here with you. Hopefully enjoying the broadcast here tonight. And if you're listening to this coverage, then you are watching this game on demand on FATV.org. or through the FATV app on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or Roku. Wherever you are, we thank you for tuning in and watching this game again. Did this live Monday night without any commentary because I was at the Doug Richfield Fieldhouse calling Fitchburg and Leominster boys basketball, a game the Red Raiders happily took by 9 points. Huge victory over the Blue Devils there. So we're recording this commentary in post. Hopefully it comes out really well. Hopefully you're enjoying. But 1-1 as we start this second half of play. The Red Raiders going left to right in the home white uniforms. North Middlesex in the dark blue and red going right to left. So battle forward in front of the North Middlesex bench. Stevens try to push it along here. North Middlesex, a couple chances to get it out of the zone. Still quite can't do so. A third chance rejected as well by Nick McKenzie. The fourth chance finally pushed out by Ryan Lavery. Shots were 11-10 in that first half in favor of the Red Raiders. On the near side, Riley LeBlanc, long for Peter Stevens. Big thing that I've noticed is that the Patriots have been a lot better in regards of dominating possession. They've been holding on to the puck for a lot longer than the Red Raiders have been able to do. It's a fairly youthful squad. 10 of their 20 players are juniors. 4 seniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen on the team as well. So that's backhanded through the paint by TJ Murphy, one of those 10 senior players. Now Rowan Archibald, he's a senior. Now Jimmy O'Keefe puts it towards goal, backhand, score! O'Keefe's got his second with some nifty moves to give North Middlesex their first lead of the night. Just a minute 34 seconds into the second half. The first shot of the frame finds its way past Devin McGivern. And North Middlesex leads 2-1. O'Keefe had the most goals of any of the returning players, and here he comes on a rush again, and he scores again! 2 goals in 15 seconds as it goes off the glove of McGivern and in. North Middlesex leads 3-1. Oh, just like that. Puts on the burst of speed, gets the shot off. McGivern gets his glove to it. He gets just a piece of it, but it floats into the net. And now 3-1. Things broke down quite quickly there.
Patriots second goal is by number 11, Jimmy O'Keefe. Assisted by number 37, Rowan Archibald. Time of that goal was 1:34 in the second half. That was O'Keefe's second goal of the game, assisted by Archibald, 134. Third Patriot goal was by number 11, Jimmy O'Keefe, assisted by number 14, Tyler Dunbar, number 37, Rowan Archibald. Time of that goal, 1:49 in the second half. O'Keefe's third goal of the game, assisted by Dunbar and Archibald at 1:49.
So Jim LaPointe gives us the news there. Jimmy O'Keefe with a natural hat trick, bolstered by 2 goals in 15 seconds to give North Middlesex a 3-1 lead. My oh my, how things can change. Credit to Rowan Archibald. He had just 2 points last year. He's got more points than that tonight. 3 assists. Tyler Dunbar also getting assist. He had no points last year either. Skrelly comes on top of that one. 19:10 to go in the second half. And North Middlesex scoring on consecutive shots to make it 3-1. I do wonder how Devin McGivern might be feeling in goal there. You know, his first varsity start with the unavailability of Spencer McCrillis tonight. Don't know if he was expecting to get the nod tonight against this North Middlesex squad. Held them at bay for the most part. There's a snapper stopped by Skrelly. Max Bolak taking the shot there from the right side circle. 18:35 to go in the game. 3-1 to North Middlesex. Of course, it's not to say McGivern probably hadn't played at all this season. He's probably played in some of the junior varsity games for Fitchburg Monty Tech.
Patriot penalty on number 4, Connor Ludford. 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the penalty, 3:55, second half.
Ludford called for
Ludford,
roughing there.
2 minutes for roughing at 3:55.
And the Red Raiders will have their second power play of the night. That's their first 2-minute power play. They just had an abbreviated one earlier in the first half. See what the Raiders can do. Shot from the right dot. This is wide off the stick of Jacob Prudeau. The puck bounces off the boards and all the way down where Riley LeBlanc will pick it up. Lead the reset going up the center of the ice. He'll pull it back there to the left point. Back for LeBlanc. Out the point, Bolak. We've seen him score from that spot. Takes a shot. That's stopped by Skrelly. Rebound loose. Skrelly diving around. He's able to get on top of that and cover for a draw. 17:33 to go in the second half. 58 seconds on the man advantage for Fitchburg Monty Tech. North Middlesex, led by head coach Steve Trundle, his first season in charge of the Patriots. Previously coached at Concord Carlisle and Brookline. This is his 10th season coaching MIAA hockey. 7 years at Brookline, 2 years at Concord Carlisle. That's his first season in Central Mass. 35 to go on the power play as it's dumped down the length of the ice. Go around the boards. The Raiders will retrieve. That's picked off the stick of Jaramillo. Murphy going towards goal. That one goes wide. And we have a whistle with 18 to go on the power play. See what we have. Be a draw to the left of McGivern is what's going to be. 10 saves for the junior netminder on debut. So the draw is won by North Middlesex. Happy to take precious seconds off this man advantage for the Red Raiders. Jeremilla will skate it up with 3 seconds to go on the advance, try and throw it in front for Hall. That goes off a stick and is blocked. Bolak trying to hit the self-pass, keep it away from North Middlesex. The Patriots clear it. Back to full strength. Go the Patriots. Riley LeBlanc from behind his own net. Puck taken at the red line. Dumped in and around. That's going to be icing. So that last pass came from behind the red line. Even though a Patriot would have been the first to arrive, that no-touch icing rule in MIAA hockey kills the play immediately. Draw will come to the left of Aaron Scarelli. Patriots lead 3-1. 3 goals for Jimmy O'Keefe. A sophomore forward, a dynamo for the Patriots tonight. He was their leading scorer last year with 7. That's going to be icing as well, I believe.
Anybody to check his work?
And already 3 goals tonight. 3 assists for Rowan Archibald as well. And assists for Matthew Lynch and Tyler Dunbar. That shot from Peter Stevens makes its way all the way to Aaron Scarelli. And he kicks that away with the left pad. There is Archibald on the far side. That is going to be offsides. Teague Archambault was wondering why that was offsides. It was absolutely offsides. I didn't have to rewind my video to tell you it was offsides. Archambault was easily a stride over the line. The faceoff comes outside the zone. Ryan Lavery will take the draw. Pick it out on the right side of the blue line. Red Raiders pushing it around the boards. Puck loose in the slot, and McGivern jumps on top of that. Shots in this half thus far, 4 for the Red Raiders and 3 for the Patriots. But 2 of those shots for the Patriots have found their way into the net. Try to push right towards goal again. Nothing going for North Middlesex. Here's Bolak up the near side. Bolak in the zone, looks for the centering feed, couldn't quite get it off. Kept control of it. From the top of the circle, let's push towards goal. Scarelli doesn't want to take any chances there. With Hines lurking, he'll cover for a draw. 14:57 to go in the game. 3-1 North Middlesex. Draw one by Fitchburg Monty Tech. Pushed out of the zone. Thrown back in. 6 of the 8 teams in Pod 2 calling the Civic Center home. 2 of them don't normally do so in Littleton, Bromfield, and Grand Dunstable, but everybody else does that calls it home. Fitchburg, Monty Tech, Lunenburg, Ayr, Shirley, Leominster, and North Middlesex is one of those teams as well. Consisting of students from Pepperell, Townsend, and Ashby. Always called the Civic Center home as long as I've known. Here's LeBlanc in the right circle, drops off, shot goes wide. Picked up by Robillard. Thrown around the boards to the near side. Brogan trying to take the shot, fluttering in the slot. Loose out there, but picked up by Sean Morrissey. Morrissey, that was horribly red. Morrissey skates it over the blue line, but Ryan Lavery was very far offsides. But it looks like he may have been very far offsides because of that push in the back there that pushed him over the blue line. And that's going to be a penalty. because that would also be interference. It was going to be offsides without the push anyway. Bit short-sighted, but it's going to be a power play for North Middlesex. Here's a chance for Cooper Hall. He's got a breakaway. Cooper Hall in on goal. Hey, stopped by Scarelli. A tremendous chance to try to strike shorthanded. Red Raiders haven't got a shorthanded goal this year. Could have had one right there from Hall. Well done there, but Scarelli standing tall. The well-experienced sophomore with a big save to keep it a 2-goal lead for his side.
Raider penalty number 15, Robert Brogan. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Time of that penalty, 8:39 of the second half. Brogan, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 8:39.
So Brogan called for the cross-check. This will be power play number 3 for North Middlesex. That was the first penalty against the Red Raiders in this second half as well. Is Ryan Lavery. Gained the zone for a moment, but quickly lost. Floated in by Morrissey. Back around, and a shot from the left point, stopped by McGivern. Taken in the corners by North Middlesex, and there's O'Keefe. Gets the pass off. The shot cut down in front. Red Raiders laying out to block the shot the best they can. They'll do that. And out of the zone it comes. 12:30 to go in the game. 40 on the power play for North Middlesex. They lead 3-1. Jimmy O'Keefe's got all 3 for the blue and red. Right now, the Patriots just having trouble regrouping and getting the reset in. Finally dumped back in. Put from behind the red line. That's not making matters any easier. Icing called against North Middlesex. As we mentioned, this Raider penalty kill's been very strong this season. They've only conceded 1 goal on the kill. As we mentioned, that came 6-on-4. Fairly unique circumstances. Penalty to expire there, and Brogan out of the box. Back to full strength go the Patriots. It's the shot from the right side, stopped by McGivern. 11:45 to go in the contest. 3-1, North Middlesex in front. The sophomore forward, Jimmy O'Keefe, now up to 10 career goals. Had 7 last season. He was the leading goal scorer returning for the Patriots. And he's got a hat trick in just the second game of the season. Don't think there have been too many hat tricks in Pod 2. We've seen some of the St. Bernard's Hopedale games, but that's a pretty unique set of circumstances there as well. Patriots having trouble setting the puck up to shoot as it floats through the slot to the right side. Then Ryan Johnson will skate it up ice. Johnson bodied into the boards there by Tyler Dunbar. The Patriots bringing it up ice. Shot taken by Archambault, and that's stopped by McGivern with the glove on the left hand. 10:54 to go in the game. Looking at the standings in Pod 2 coming into Monday night, 5-0-1 are the Red Raiders of Fitchburg Monty Tech, 4-0-1 Lunenburg Ayr Shirley. For those two teams, the tie came on opening night against each other. Ron Dunstable's 2-0. That'll be the next opponent for the Red Raiders. Saturday at 1:30 start. We'll have live coverage like we've had for all the games here on FATV. As we were able to bring you this game live just without commentary. The commentary is being recorded in post the following day. And I have no idea what else is to come in this contest. I've been impressed with how well North Middlesex has been able to carry themselves in this game. Just doing a great job in dominating possession time and keeping the puck away from the Red Raiders. North Middlesex's next game will be on the 27th. They'll be taking on that Lunenburg Air Shirley team. That'll be another interesting game. Littleton Bromfield 1-4 is the only other teams with wins. Everybody else is still looking for their first. Gardner and Leominster, they tied each other. Gardner on 2 losses, Leominster on 3, North Middlesex on just the 1 loss to Littleton Bromfield, and Oakmont on 2 losses. The other coming against Groton Dunstable. That's settled down in front. Bolak with a shot. That's turned aside by Scarelli. TJ Murphy squeezed off the puck there by multiple Red Raiders. Brogan around the boards to the near side. Taken down by Connor Ludford. Pass to the opposite point in Dunbar. Broken up a bit by Jaramillo. 9:05 to go in the second half. 3-1. North Middlesex in front. That's turned over. Prudo with the shot. A lot of space to shoot with. But the save made by Scarelli. Scarelli with 18 saves in the contest, showing why he was able to take the starting job down the stretch last season. He had excellent stats, 2-3-1 record. Don't let that part fool you. 205 goals against, save percentage around .930. He was stout in goal for the Patriots when they needed him down the stretch. They needed to win 3 games in 4 days to make the playoffs, as Cooper Hall's bad angle shot makes its way to Scarelli and he'll cover. And they were able to beat Leominster 4-1. They were able to beat Drake at Tingsboro 5-3. But that game against East Longmeadow that was played less than 18 hours after beating Drake at Tingsboro in West Springfield, no less, so a couple hours away in John Gugerty's backyard. Just couldn't come away with the victory in that one. East Longmeadow was a solid team last year, too. 2-1. In those circumstances, nothing to hang your hat on. Nothing to hang your head about, I should say. That's a better turn of phrase. Couple icings, a shot there. Stopped by Scarelli as well. Now up to 20 saves on the night. 8:26 to go in the second half. As that one goes off the side of the net that time. A setter in front, a one-timer. Blocked in front. It squirts into the right wing corner. Push towards goal. Redirection, score! That took a crazy change of direction in front and found its way past Scarelli. The Red Raiders have their second, and they trail by 1. Sooner or later, with the pressure they were putting on, they were going to get that goal. And they know they needed to get back into this game as the blank shot whistles off the boards. Here's Bolak behind the net. Can't find a passing lane. Go to Robillard, try to find him again, but the pass behind. That hops over Robillard's stick and down the ice. Won't be icing.
Second goal by number 15, Robert Brogan. Assist to number 25, Zach Robillard. And number 8, Cooper Hall. 14-19 second half.
And right as they announce the goal, North Middlesex has their fourth.
Robillard and Hall at 14-19.
How quickly things change, as we say. And it makes it 4-2 to the Patriots. Just playing it off the rebound. The Patriots able to put it past McGivern to make it 4-2. Oh, nearly had their fifth on the one-timer. Fandon, another chance in front. Puck can't make its way there. Now the Raiders trail by 2 again. Brogan getting his first goal of the season. Robillard with an assist. And Cooper Hall picking up the other one. He's got 9 assists now on the season.
Fourth Patriot goal by number 28, Matt Lynch. Assisted by number 14, Tyler Dunbar. Time of the goal, 14:55, second half. Lynch assisted by Dunbar at 14:55.
And we're going to have a penalty here now. Boy, everything happening as Jim tries to give us the memos. So the Red Raiders going to have their third power play of the night. Be desperate for a goal here. Everybody fighting for it in front of the camera there. Wolak trying to get past the ref.
Patriot penalty number 4, Connor Ludford. 2-minute minor tripping, time of the penalty. 15:55, second half.
Second time Ludford's been to the
Ludford,
box today.
2 minutes for tripping at 15:55.
It's a winding, firing shot blocked in front and cleared. Lynch with his first goal of the season. Dunbar with the second assist of the night. Made it 4-2. Ludford in the box for the second time. A shot by Jaramillo stopped and pushed through the legs of Morrissey again by Jaramillo. And that stopped as well by Scarelli. 5:45 to go in the game, 1:10 on the power play. Raiders 0 for 2 on the night on the man advantage. Get themselves back to 25% on the man advantage. They're going to need a goal here. It's Ryan Johnson goes behind the net. Looks to the left side boards. Backhanded around. Kept in at the left point. Top of the left circle. Now LeBlanc shoots and scores! He picks the top left corner. Riley LeBlanc's got his first goal of the season to make it a 1-goal game. Looked like it was earmarked for the top left corner. And just beautifully sniped from there. So now 4-3. With 5 minutes to go in this contest. Now from the top to left circle, shot stopped by Scarelli. Makes his 22nd save of the night. The benefit of picking the top left corner there, that's the blocker side for Scarelli. Make it all the more challenging to get that blocker up there to cut it off. And looking at the reaction, I think he was screened as well. I don't think he really ever saw it. Makes a hard job even harder. That one intercepted, and this could be a breakaway for North Middlesex. There's the shot and a save there by McGivern. I think what happened there is the shot, I think, might have gone through the 5-hole, but as he was closing the legs, I think his right leg knocked it to the post and out from there. very well have been a dagger for North Middlesex if they had responded right there at that moment. As it's centered in front. Can't get a Raider stick on it to one time. Going to the right side boards. Shot blocked, a second shot. That turns just wide of the cage. Going through a mess of bodies. Jaramillo trying to backhand center. Scarelli trying to cut that off. Does so. Stays in the left wing corner. 3:45 to go in the contest. 4-3. North Middlesex in front. Wyatt Peters will try to get there first. Beaten to the puck by Patrick Stevens. That's right out in front. A save made by McGivern. Jimmy O'Keefe with 3 goals for North Middlesex, but Matt Lynch's goal would stand as the winner. That one guided away by McGivern. That's a penalty. Oh, and that's boarding as well. That's not good news. .310 to go. As that North Middlesex Patriot goes to the box. Can you tell 32's not on my roster either? Might be Griffin Petrucci. He's 31 on my roster. I haven't seen him out there. 31 was a goalie number for North Middlesex. Red Raiders are going to have their 4th power play of the game with .310 to go. And the officials are discussing this because if boarding is indeed the call, I believe they have to assess a major penalty, which would be massively significant, to say the least. They've got 2 on the board thus far. We'll see if that changes. But what's not going to change is that North Middlesex is going to be on the penalty kill here. Looks like it will be just 2 minutes. Raiders with a prime chance to equalize. There's a shot from the left circle, and that's stopped by Scarelli.
Patriot penalty number 32, Griffin Petrucci. 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 19:20. 19:20 of the second half.
So cross-checking is what they end up calling. That one redirects high over the net. It was, in fact, Petrucci. In the penalty box. Bodies falling to the ice there. Shot goes just behind the net. The question will be whether or not Devin McGivern will come off for an extra attacker at some point during this man advantage. Or if they'll wait until after the penalty expires, try to keep the pressure on. Someone lost their glove at some point as well. Raiders in search of a goal, trying to avoid their first loss of the season. Trailing 4-3 with 2:15 to go. And a whistle. What have we here? There are some happy individuals. It sounds like the happiness is emanating from the North Middlesex bench. As Ryan Johnson is now in the penalty box. And there goes the power play. Last thing the Red Raiders needed to lose that power play. So we'll go 4 aside for 63 seconds.
Raider penalty number 17. Ryan Johnson, 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalty, 2017.
Honestly curious to see what Johnson did to get unsportsmanlike conduct.
In 2017.
To wipe out the power play for the Red Raiders. Now 4-on-4. Gonna rush up ice. Here's O'Keefe on 3. Gets the shot. And McGivern holds that against the Fitchburg Monty Tech crest for a draw. 1:38 to go in the game. 29 seconds on the 4-on-4. Then North Middlesex will be on the power play for just about the rest of the game, barring anything else happening. Draw controlled by the Red Raiders. And here's Bolak up the near side. Bolak with some space. Bolak with the shot! Just misses the net. He really wanted to tie it there. Brogan. The pass off. Gets it back. Tries to find Hall. Pops over his stick. Penalty is up to Petrucci. Now here's Bolak. Right out in front. Couple chances in front. Scarelli holds the fort. 57.7 left. I have to imagine you've got to pull McGivern to at least even up the numbers now. I know that's what I would do in this case. Raiders are going to take the moment to talk it out. 57.7 to go. 4-3. North Middlesex in front. They're on the power play for most of the remainder. 45 seconds. 12.7 seconds roughly, difference between penalty and game. 26 saves for Aaron Scarelli, making his 2021 debut. But he played well across 7 games last year for the Patriots. Devin McGivern in goal tonight for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Spencer McCrillis unavailable. They're not going to take the gamble and go 5 aside, as McGivern's going to go back to the net. And just have to try to force something down a man. So here's Hall. Lost it off his stick. Rushing up ice are the Patriots. The puck loose in the slot, pinballing around. Lavery. Murphy right in front. And McGivern with the stop. North Middlesex still on that power play. 19 more seconds. .31.5 seconds. The Red Raiders need to find a goal, or they'll pick up their first loss of the season. Red Raiders can't dump it down for that lead pass, and here is Bolak. Sends it across, the pass behind. The penalty is up. Now back to full strength are the Red Raiders. They have time to set anything up. It's cleared down the length of the ice, and 5 seconds left. That's, I think, what the Red Raiders wanted, was to at least get a whistle so that McGivern could come off without being pressured, and then you have 6 skaters on. You don't have a lot of time to work. Now North Middlesex will call their timeout. 5 seconds left in the game. North Middlesex 4, Fitchburg Monty Tech 3. The goals for the Red Raiders coming from Max Bolak, Robert Brogan, and Riley LeBlanc. Meanwhile, Jimmy O'Keefe, a natural hat trick. Scored about 10 minutes to go in the first. And then in 15 seconds struck twice to give North Middlesex a 3-1 lead. But as it stands, Matthew Lynch would have the winning goal. He was able to get it past about 7 minutes to go in the game. That made it 4-2 at the time. LeBlanc's power play strike. Made it 4-3. So 5 seconds left. Can the Red Raiders get a last-second goal? It's going to come down to this. Lavery wins the draw. And Ludford will just keep it away, hitting it against the boards. Time runs out. And the North Middlesex Patriots come away with a 4-3 win. Steve Trundle gets his first victory with the Patriots. What a strong performance from North Middlesex. The Patriots, as we mentioned, they dominated possession, even if they didn't dominate the final shots on goal tally. 29-21 in favor of Fitchburg Monty Tech. And the shots in that second half, 18-11. Those 2 goals in 15 seconds for Jimmy O'Keefe to complete his hat trick, making a big difference there.
At 18 for a game total of 29. Patriots. Patriots had 11 for a game total of 21. And your final score here at the Civic Center on a Monday evening. Of Middlesex Patriots 4 and Fitchburg Monty Tech Raiders 3. The Fitchburg Access 3-star selection tonight. The number 3-star from the Red Raiders with 1 goal and 1 assist, Riley LeBlanc. Number 2-star with 26 saves, goaltender, number 29, Aaron Scarelli. And the number 1 star tonight with a 3-goal hat trick for the Patriots, Jimmy O'Keefe.
Jim LaPointe with the 3 stars, fully agree with all of those. As North Middlesex comes away with the 4-3 win, you saw our crew for this game, Travis Falk in the truck, Jared Roberts and Robin Como on the cameras. Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, UMass Memorial Health Alliance, Clinton Hospital, North End Subaru Research Results, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Hub International, Mart, Fitchburg State University, and Sentinel and Enterprise are underwriters that help make all our remote productions possible. We thank them, and we thank you for tuning in for this one, as North Middlesex gets their first win of 2021, and Fitchburg Monty Tech falls for the first time in 21, as the Patriots take it by a score of 4-3. So for everyone here at FATV, I'm Daniel Bolak saying thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time. Until then, so long from Fitchburg.